Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Asad Yaqub here, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to actually get good bench score in IELTS reading module, and I'll give you 4 tips to improve your reading skills. I'll tell you how to read the question, how to find the answer, how to make sure that is the right answer, and how to make yourselves familiar with the topic. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. We offer IELTS speaking book, we offer IELTS writing books. Okay, so if you want to get any of these books, we offer IELTS test booking service in Pakistan, online classes all over the world, in campus classes in Lahore. So if you're interested, you can just contact us. Now guys, as far as IELTS reading module is concerned, it is considered to be the toughest module. I have seen students who turn pale when it comes to IELTS reading module. Some turn red, some turn pale, it depends actually, okay? Now, as far as reading is concerned, the first difficulty is in reading. There are academic reading, there are passages which are based on science, research, technology, innovation, different studies and all that. So they are academic reading passages, and the topics are like, there's a great variety in the topics, and such type of topics we do not read in our academic life. We means students from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and then some other parts of the world, Africa exactly. We don't read such type of articles. So the first thing is you need to develop your interest to read such type of articles. Like, there is an article about tortoises. There is an article about pyramids in Egypt. Okay, so there is a research paper about bats to the rescue and all that. So there are so many topics, and once you develop interest, like, I have developed my interest because I have solved Cambridge IELTS books 5 to 19, all the tests, all reading tests, all listening tests I have solved. So I've developed good interest and I enjoy whenever there is a new book, okay? For reading, the first thing is your reading comprehension. It means you should be able to read and understand whatever you read. And if you read without understanding, IELTS reading will be a nightmare for you. You will not be able to understand, and then as a result, you will start guessing and you are going to mess up with your reading test. So it starts with reading comprehension. When you read a sentence, just try to read a sentence and see how much you understand. And if you do not understand, what are the words that you do not understand? And remember, 100% understanding is not necessary. It's not necessary that you know the meaning of every word in the passage. Not at all. At times you can just see contextual use of the word and you can guess the meaning, and knowing the exact meaning is not even necessary in some types of questions. Okay, so for reading we have a wonderful study plan that only focuses reading. It's more like a crash course. If you're interested, you can contact us on WhatsApp and we'll guide you about it. So the first thing is reading comprehension. After that, after reading comprehension, it is important that you are familiar with academic IELTS reading passages and general training IELTS reading passages. Now, I'm quite familiar. I know in academic reading there's going to be something research based and all that, and after solving so many tests, when I solve a new test, I realize they have the same techniques to make the questions in true, false, not given, sentence completion. They have very limited resources. As a trainer, I realize now examiners' tricks to make the test for reading. So you need to be familiar with the passages. Now, there are two types of questions which are mainly type A, where questions and their answers in the passage, they are in order. At times you will find all the answers in one paragraph. Questions 1 to 5, sentence completion, you will find all the answers in one paragraph. Questions 7 to 14, right, true, false, not given, you will find all the answers in 1 or 2 paragraphs. So these questions, I call them type A questions, where questions and answers are in order. Most of the questions in IELTS reading, they are type A questions. Only 2 question types are type B, and they are list of headings and which paragraph contains the following information. For which paragraph contains the following information, try to do it at the end, because for that, for each question, you need a full round of the whole passage. So if you are familiar with the passage already and you do this question type at the end, you can already guess many answers that I read about it somewhere, and you can do it. I have solved many tests in the study plan. There are many solved tests, so you can solve the test with me and you can get the trick. Basically, IELTS reading is like learning how to drive the car. So unless you are on driver's seat, you cannot do that. It's more like cooking. Unless you cook yourself, you cannot learn how to do it. Okay, so this is all about it. After this, whenever you read a question in IELTS reading, question gives you a clue word, and you will find that clue word in the passage. Sometimes it's exact 1913 in the question and 1913 in the passage. Germany in the question, Germany in the passage. So this is what I call direct clue word. Sometimes you find direct clue word and sometimes the clue word is indirect. Whenever you start with a new question type, it will take more time to find the answer to first question if it is type A. Type A means questions and answers, they are in order. So it will take a little more time to find the answer to question number 1. Once you find the answer to question number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, they are going to be in order. It will take less time. Okay. For true, false, not given, every type of sentence completion, yes, no, not given, multiple choice, summary completion, questions and answers are always in order. Only with which paragraph contains the following information and list of headings, they are not in order. So there you can just see how to solve them. Okay. Now, as you do your IELTS reading, in sentence completion, answers are mostly nouns. In order to confuse you with nouns, they give you two big adjectives. Now, the students who do not understand, they write adjective as an answer, but actually the answer is a noun. For example, if they say big industrial revolution, now big is adjective, industrial is adjective, revolution is noun. So answer is actually revolution, but some students they write industrial, some students they write big industrial, and in one word only sometimes students write industrial revolution and revolution is the right answer, but because you write the second word with the right answer, your right answer becomes wrong. Okay, so reading is only tricky when you do not know or when you do not understand what you read. Once you start to understand, once you apprehend or comprehend whatever you read, gradually things will become easier. And as I always say, repetition is the mother of learning. If you find reading difficult, do it repeatedly. On YouTube, where you are watching this video, there are many reading tests which I have solved. There are playlists on my YouTube channel where I have solved academic as well as general training reading tests. Solve the tests with me. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I have invented the wheel. You just need to see how I invented the wheel and you need to do it with me. Okay, so instead of doing tests independently on your own and wasting your time, solve at least 5 to 10 tests with me. Or you can do this: one reading test, solve with me; one reading test, solve on your own; third reading test, solve with me; fourth reading test, solve on your own. And then once you understand reading, guys, in listening and reading, you can get 9 out of 9 without any difficulty. Okay, all the best, guys. Thank you so much. I also teach IELTS online all over the world, and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan, we offer IELTS test booking service. There is a link in description along with the number of our IELTS test booking manager. We offer IELTS test booking service in Pakistan now, but we are planning to expand it to other countries in the future as well. We have IELTS speaking book, we have IELTS writing books and all that, and we provide study plans before IELTS exam. Like for example, if you have only 10 to 15 days left and you could not complete or could not even start your IELTS preparation and you want to prepare, our study plans are available at administrative cost, and these study plans are actually, you know, complete preparation plans, and you can prepare yourselves very well. I've seen students, they got their desired band after going through the study plans. Okay, so all the best. Thank you so much. I wish you best of luck with your IELTS preparation. Good luck. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.